Hi, it's Sonia. Do your hands feel tight, stiff? They kind of click. Your forearms are kind of feeling tight and sore also. So it's just a regular bouncy ball. This is probably a 2-inch one. Be creative. I mean, use what you have. Smaller ones are fine too. The Melt method has a kit of these. I don't know. There's a certain way of doing them that they think in their method, but we can, I don't know, I just feel like if people roll out, you're good too. So here's gonna come, so first, sorry, back up. Do this. Are your hands, can you do a T? So if you can't do a T, it could be tightness here, and if your fingers curl, it could be dehydration of the fascia. Drinking the waters first, getting them to the fascia second. Hands and feet are really important because it's the furthest thing from our heart to bring it all back in. So I'm gonna sit to leverage myself so it's not too much muscle. I put it in the middle of my palm. The other hand comes on top. My shoulders are down, and then I'm gonna sink into it. The point's not to sink that hard. It can be as subtle. You could do a softer ball if it doesn't feel good. That was the middle of the hand. Then I'm gonna come right on the knuckle, put it under. See how my knuckle sticks out a little bit. Shift weight forward onto it, and then come off. Go to the next knuckle. Shift weight on it, come off. And then next knuckle, on, off, and then the next. Now you can do the bones, but I also feel like you could do the muscle up to the bone, because if it's a muscular issue, sometimes putting it on my knuckle hurts me, so I prefer doing the muscle a little bit more. People start to get trigger finger, and then it's a bundle of fascia, and then if you go and get that cut, they end up giving you a rolly ball or a roller anyway to manage it. Then you have a joint right here on the pinky side, and you're gonna come and push into that. Then I like to go into the webbing of the hand, so the space between the thumb and the pointer finger. And I'm just gonna kind of put sustained pressure, and I'm on the inside of the pointer bone into that meat, and I'm rolling up. So the ball's under where my finger is here, and I'm gonna roll it down here. And then kind of just fill it in. So it's kind of just like coloring. So there's not lines, so just have kind of fun with it. And then you can put it right on that carpal part of the wrist and then go across here. So then you can get into the thumb. Also move your thumb around when you're on there, because if you tend to be using your thumb, I think it's important to kind of move it around, because fascia moves, we move, muscles move. And then we can go from the fingers down and then roll into the forearm. And then choose a different path and then roll it down the forearm. And you could go one direction, so you're just going from fingertips down the arm. Good. You can even do the back of the arm if you want. I don't know, you could do this with pencils too if you don't have a bouncy ball. Then you're gonna put that hand down, and then you're gonna roll it one direction, down to the fingertips, down to the nails. Now this, you might notice if you do this, your nails might grow faster, because bringing fluid, hydration, blood flow all to this area is how to restore health in the hand. Now I have heard it takes 72 hours for the full hydration effect of your hand. So it takes time, but carpal tunnel can come from here, but if you just did the hands, there is pathways that they have to go through to get down here. But now feel your hand and feel how you might have more strength if you were to come and squeeze it. Also, bend your fingers, squeeze them. See how they're bent and then there's space here? Just decompressing the knuckles. This might be a little big for some of you, but creating space, rolling here. I can do it with the other side, and kind of just doing it in a different order since we're just on the knuckles there. If you happen to have the foot savers or the foot wakers from the Yamuna thing, you can also do something similar to here. So we'll do the other hand together. Hand on the middle, shoulders down as you shift, weight forward into it, take a breath, come off, go to the first knuckle, push down, and then the second, and then the third. So some people, and then to the next, start to get, when you bundles up here, you start to get your finger, it's called deputans, it seems like, and they do this. This can help it, but also interestingly, Yamuna Zaki, the one who is the other method, she has that with her finger. I've noticed it, and she's like the master on fascia. Let's go into the webbing of the hand as I talk. So I don't know if it's something that can necessarily be reversed, but it's something you could manage with it. I haven't had a chance to talk to her. To the pinky side, that joint, and then go across the palm here. Good, and then rolling it one direction from fingertips to the elbows. Now the melt method, I'm not affiliated with. I just like to study everything and then teach people, and then you can choose what you want. Does have a particular flow of this. I'm not necessarily on behalf of melt method. I'm just telling you where to go to find it if you're interested. I think it seems to still work whether you do the melt method protocol or use the Yamana or just do something with the ball. If it's bigger, smaller, I just feel like if you use your hands, the other hand gets tired. It's definitely possible, but here's something that you can do. Then once you have the ball, I mean, you can sit here and roll it on different parts of your muscles too. So you can roll out your IT band, you know, what's sore, if your chest is sore. I was talking to a massage therapist, and she said that cellulite can be affected with your lymphatic system. So just by doing a general thing here, you can actually help flush your lymphatic system. And there might be a particular protocol to do of that, but if you do this, or you have a prickly ball, even like a dryer ball, washer ball, dryer ball, I think it's a dryer ball, and you do this, then you just stimulate the lymphatic system. It can get removed, and then cellulite can be improved. So I think this stuff is so important that I think it's actually more important than just strength. So however you feel, you still have it in you to be able to roll out. So if it hurts, back off, find a softer ball. Squash balls are also an option, not just bouncy balls, but this is just a regular old bouncy ball. So hope this helps.